The world of Ferrari collectors is famously private, yet even within this exclusive circle, there's one event that stands apart: the Cavallino Classic in Modena. The home of Enzo Ferrari and one of the most glamorous gatherings on the Ferrari calendar. This year, Classic Drive was invited to peek behind the scenes. So join us as we step inside of one of the most exclusive Ferrari garden parties in the world. And to introduce us to this extraordinary celebration of Ferrari heritage, we found the perfect guide, a true gentleman whose name and family legacy are deeply connected with the history of the Prancing Horse. Welcome, Enzo Ferrari.
Thank you very much, and thank you for coming to Modena, to come all the way to my house.
It's an absolute pleasure. I think it's something fantastic to carry a name that so many people connect with so many cool and lovely memories. From owning a Ferrari, watching Scuderia Ferrari racing, what has it made with you?
So I'll try to keep the memory of my great-grandfather alive and remember this funny story, because when my mother wanted to call me Enzo, it was like really emotional moment. She was expecting with the family, so I said, great, short name, easy to remember. That's how it is, It's
I
easy.
love it.
And that's, also about the history of Ferrari. If you think about Enzo Ferrari doing a V12 and to go racing with that in a country devastated by the Second World War. They were calling the crazy one, Il Matto, they were calling it. And he was in his 50, you can imagine, in 1947. And this lives along. And that, first of all, we need to protect the heritage, everything that happened in the past, all the cars and everything, all the history of the company. And secondly, always look for the future.
This event is called Cavallino Classic Modena. And the word classic could be a bit misleading because I'm standing in front of the latest model from Ferrari, the F80. This is actually the first time I see it in the wild, and I think it is very impressive. We can walk over to the great-grandfather of the F80, the very famous 288 GTO. This car is actually the first car I had as a Burago model at home. It was slightly different because it had cream leather interior in my little toy car collection, but it's so good to see the car here. Followed obviously by the F40, a wonderful machine and always steals the show on a Ferrari event. Now we're getting to the point where I think F50s are totally on the run and on the spot for collectors. The son of the F40, the F50 is one of the last sheer analog cars made by Ferrari. Because the exhaust is so screaming that you go crazy. What would be a Ferrari event without a Daytona? And in this case, we have three, and them in perfectly chronological order. 1969, 1971 and 1972. There is something interesting about the Daytona because the early models until 1971, they don't have pop-up headlights. They are called plexi because the headlights are covered just by a full plexiglass in front of the car. But then the Americans said that's not secure enough and we have to change it. Behind an event like the Cavallino Classic Modena stands a fantastic team. But there has to be also someone who has a great idea. And the one with the idea to start something fantastic in the event world is Luigi Orlandini, the founder of Canossa and the CEO of Cavallino.
This is the 6th edition, this Cavallino, but Cavallino has been around since 1978 with the magazine and since 1992 with the Concours of Elegance in Palm Beach. And then after I acquired the company, we came to this idea.
And you developed it a bit. So we can say The big Cavallino event in the States, this is like the Big Bang, and this is more the boutique one, I would say. Is that a good comparison?
Yes, that's the idea, no? Big American size in Palm Beach. We have 160 Ferraris on the show field, like 300 cars over the 3 days of the event, 3,000 attendees, while here is boutique, small, just 30 cars, only collectors. We have a moment for the public in Saturday afternoon in the city center of Modena. We do a parade, but then here is very, cozy, relaxed. And I decided to start a classic car rally, combining good drives and good food and good hospitality. The first edition was in 2011, and that year was the 900th anniversary of the coronation of Matilde di Canossa, Queen of Italy. So let's do it the Terre di Canossa rally. Terre di Canossa means the lands of Canossa.
Which still exists. It just happened a couple of weeks ago.
Exactly.
Which one is your best of show this year at the Cavallino Classic Modena?
I'm sorry, I cannot give you an answer. It's important. I'm the organizer, and I try to stay away from the judging. The quality of the cars this year is amazing, much better than the year before, and it's like that every year. So it's about raising the bar. We have an incredible show field, fantastic cars. There's the Chairman Award that I will decide, which is not about the judging, it's just personal favorite, but I still have to think about it.
My name is Philippe Baerts. I'm a Belgian-based collector with a passion for race cars, sports cars from the 50s, 60s, and also with a weak spot for pre-war cars. I brought this very special 365 GTB4. They call it Daytona. And it's a very special car because it's a French delivery car to Pozzi. And according to the Fogli Allestimenti, it was ordered by Mr. Vadim. But he never took delivery. And then it went to the first order, Mr. Frankel, and he owned the car till 2012. And then it was found in his garage with only 15,000 original kilometers in a totally preserved condition. It's a unique car, and original it's only once. Restore you can once, twice, 3 times. So it's exceptional. Of course, I fell in love with the car because it's French, and French cars, they are known for the yellow headlight. And most importantly, you see on the number plate, it has 75, and 75, refers to Paris. For me, the car is so special because Daytonas drive so well. They are known from their V12 Colombo engine. It's a 4.4 liter. I have to say the driving experience is just fantastic. I had the luck, to own a 275 GTB short nose, and this is just different. I don't know if it's because it's a preserved car and it has never been separate, but it's just fantastic to drive. It's a long-term cruiser. There is a small anecdote because some people say, but Daytona is driving like a truck. And I have to tell those people, whether you never drove a truck or you've never driven a Daytona. So maybe to park it's a little bit difficult, but it's just an amazing car. There is something very special I wanted to show you about the car and the history. I just have to open the trunk. This is from Nazareno Gabrieli. And it was in the trunk. And if I open the box, you see all the imperial documents. That's fantastic. And it's very rare, and I won't put a value on it, but it's very worthwhile, for the history of the car.
Hello, my name is Tom Peck. I'm from Southern California, and I'm here today in Italy to share this wonderful Ferrari 1954 375 Mille Miglia with all of these fine people in Italy. This is a very special car. It was a race car, intentional, and then it became bodied by Ghia for a special American. Has many interesting features that other Ferraris don't have. Glow-in-the-dark gauges and telescoping steering wheel, just a myriad details that challenge us for a restoration over 15,000 hours. We were fortunate to find other race cars have been beat up pretty good and rebodied, and the engines have been worked on. In this particular car, because it was a street car, it only has about 11,000 kilometers on the clock now. So when we found the car, everything was intact, but it was very tired after 72 years now. A wealth of information and photographs in various letters between Enzo Ferrari and Mr. Robert Wilkie, who ordered the car, and of course Luigi Serge from Ghia. A lot of background, design sketches, photographs, telegrams, and then ultimately, after a year of construction, it was shipped to America via the Andrea Doria ship, which unfortunately, about 6 months later, sank. So this was saved from going to the bottom of the ocean. For me, perhaps the most interesting and unique design element is the overall car and the fins and the creases in the bodywork, all designed by Giovanni Savanuzzi. So he was given a clean slate. This is a one-off automobile. They only made one. Being for an American, also the two-tone paint is what he requested. So I think the two-tone paint really sets off the car beautifully. I looked at different paint type and I thought, no, we gotta go original on everything. So we did. The original design sketches, which happened to also be in my lining of my jacket, were done by Giovanni Savanuzzi. And his vision of this car was white sidewall tires and chrome discs. So I have a second set of wheels that are really more authentic to the day the car was born. So being the last car made by Ghia, it is a full 340 horsepower motor, the very same one that Enzo was racing at the time and winning all the races. The 375 was the powerhouse for Enzo Ferrari in 1954-55. Teach my kids as they grow up how to drive it. And I think the most fun, quite frankly, is to let other people drive it. I don't think I'm ready for a long-term trip in the car, but shorter-term trips, 90 kilometers or whatever, are where this car really shines.
I'm Panos, I'm from Greece, and I brought this year the F355 Berlinetta. It was my first Ferrari. It's a 1994 non-airbag from the early ones, the Boss 2.7 systems. I learned about the details of the car, like why you should go for the manual or you should go for the F1 transmission, which it was nice. It was the one that I wanted to have, since all the cars are going to have airbags, you know, like from that point forward. So since that was my dream car, I had to get it in the purest form. Actually, it was how it was initially offered, so I wanted to have it in its more original form. Most people, or let's say the most serious collectors, they don't drive their cars often, or, you know, like they take them for a weekend outside Athens. It's not easy, especially in Athens with the traffic, and you know, like parking spots are not very easy to just go out for a drink and have your car. Finally, at the end, I decided to send it to Italy. And over there, we did an extensive mechanical restoration. And today, it is the first day that I see it after such a long time. As you approach the car and you see it from the front and the side, you see the curve, how it starts, you know, like you don't have anything because the lights are hidden. Then you go back and you see the C-pillar fading away and coming back to the fender. I think in a unique way. I was looking at the car again today. I haven't seen it for a long time, and I was admiring it again. I don't know. I spent some time looking at it when it was offloading.
I am Stéphane Certain, and my nickname in around the track it's SNS 67. This car is Formula 1 2007 in Rathgen version. And this car, it's a little bit particular because it's the body 259 and it's the first produce for this season. Also, it's very special because this car, originally, if you remember in these years, Change on the season the color because the main sponsor in the tobacco had changed the color of the box of, and this car it's in the final livery. I start the collection of Formula One because it's a dream, a children's dream. And also it's a joke with Olivier Beretta and me. And Olivier said, maybe I have the possibility to buy a Formula One for you. I find the car and I said yes. And after a few days, I said I'm completely stupid because it's necessary to driving with this car. And he said, no, it's very simple. And Olivier convinced me to buy the car. We start and now we drive in family because my daughter, Marie-Sarah, and me, we use the car on the event of the F1 Clienti. For me, it's a dream to drive with this car in Silverstone, for example, or in Spa, or last week in Monaco. And with F1 Clienti and Canossa, many times my dream is realized. This car won a lot of Grand Prix. It's also with Jackie Stewart in Goodwood Festival of Speed. He signed my car. If you look, we have the dedicate, probably the only Ferrari to receive honor. This steering wheels, GP, it's special because originally it's made for Michael Schumacher. And if you look here, you have M, A, S, it's because it's for Michael Schumacher. My feeling when I drove for the first time with this car, it's the first reflection, you are stupid because it's not for you. And after, I said it's amazing because the feeling, and particularly when you release the throttle, you have the downforce. It's incredible. You don't touch the brake and the car, immediately. And after the first lap, we said, hey, it's not so difficult. Okay, it's not easy, but it's not so difficult. And when you stop for the first time in the paddock, you put off the helmet and you have you cry because it's and it's the same for Marie-Sarah. It's very emotional because it's noise, it's vibration, it's a part of your body. Yeah. This car, it's different to another race car. This is a prolongation of your hands, of your feet. It's very emotional.
The spaghetti engine, 1968 Ferrari 312, of the season 68. I mean, Fogeri was a genius guy, the race engineer at that time at Ferrari, to create this brilliant engine and so significant exhaust design and layout. So this is the 1995 Ferrari 412 T2 that ticks all the boxes I love about the F1 program of the Scuderia Ferrari. We would also celebrate modern motorsport, and there we have a great example, which is the 2025 Ferrari 499P. This car is out of concours, but it's very impressive to see it here. It has the livery of the winning car, but it's not actually the winning car. But we're here celebrating the victories after a successful return of Ferrari into the world of the WEC racing. What a great sight. And don't forget, the engine, as I told you earlier, is the one that also powering the beautifully F80. There are so many beautiful designs in cars overall. I try to understand the magic of Ferrari. What is this? Well, how do you see that? Where does it come from?
I mean, it's first of all, it's functionality. It has to be functionality. And secondly, whenever we ask ourselves, is this a Ferrari? You have to remove all the badges and say, this is a Ferrari.
Yeah.
all we call the stilemi, so what resembles the design style of Ferrari throughout the years needs to be recognizable. I mean, you take a look at the P3 over there, which resemble, and now they have the Daytona SP3, which resemble that car. You see, I mean, the 250 TDF that we have here in front, of course, the name F12 TDF from the Tour de France.
Yeah.
But you can see all the shapes, as we call the Coca-Cola, the Coke. So I was trying to repeat itself and doing better year after year without any nostalgia. And that's a very, very difficult balance to do.
I mean, the past defines the future. And if we don't look in the past, we do wrong things in the future. So it's very important. And if we do things right in the past, we can continue doing right in the future. That's my point.
That is correct. We need to understand from our mistakes from the past and doing something better for the future. And then I think that restoring cars and bringing them alive again, also to the youngsters, is something that is so important, that is like a mission that we have to do. It's not just an asset.
And you mentioned a very important point, and that's also why we love all the 60s, 50s Ferraris. We like also the Alfa Romeos from the Scuderia Ferrari early times. But we have to also acknowledge that there are 355 Berlinettas that now people love, because it's one of the closest thing they can get to owning a Ferrari from a wealth perspective, because still a Ferrari is so rare that it also comes with an investment if you want to own one. But I love to see also 456s being more the entry level in a wonderful design and driving a Ferrari. And I think we should encourage more people that are below their 25th, like 21 to 24th, to have their first car, a young Ferrari.
I totally agree with you. Right now the market is more in the young timers, that's going this way.
Yeah.
Because I think that now the new wealthy guys, I mean, they are in between the 35 and 45 years old. So they want to buy the car that they grew up with.
Yes.
And back to the point with what you were saying, I think that the cars from the 90s, I mean, it's easy to manage, of course. It's easy to recognize, for the young generation. And why not? I mean, it's much more fun. Manual gear shift, and it's like that noise. I mean, it's fun. These cars are meant to be fun. These cars are meant to help you out with your memory and also to preserve your memories.
In 20 years, will be the F80 a car that will be presented as a young classic in Pebble Beach?
100%. Look at the car. I mean, it's outstanding. We have it here, and it's something that comes like it resemble our decade right now. I mean, you remember when we launched the La Ferrari at the time? It was like a little bit shocking.
Yes.
The Enzo, it was shocking for the time. The F50 was shocking for the time.
Yeah.
So with the hypercar, what you want to do is like making a mark, making a statement, not just in terms of design, but also in terms of performance. And that is to draw the line for the years to come.
Cars are made to be driven, and this is what we're doing now. So we were allowed to take this wonderful, freshly restored Pininfarina Coupe with us to the tour to the museum, and we think it's going to be an amazing short ride, unfortunately too short. The Ferrari 250 Pininfarina Coupe is the most elegant way that a Colombo engine is presented. And don't forget, this is an engine with true racing breed heritage. I mean, please look at the interior of this car. It's absolutely flawless in this Eiffel green style colors. So we are super excited, and this is also part of the community driving the car. When you drive with the Cavallino Classic Modena, a Ferrari in Modena, there's only one way moving forward, because the local police will help you that you don't need to stop. And this is why Italy is a magic place for those who love cars, because everyone genuinely loves cars in Italy. Home country of driving culture, and we hope it will stay like this a long time. And it shows also the fantastic way how this 250 Pininfarina Coupe drives. It could be a daily driver, no joke, because if you move them and if you drive them, these cars barely have issues. That's the truth. So, as we would say, take your vintage car, go out and drive. is a warm welcome from the visitors of the museum, and this shows exactly what it's all about. It's about sharing the love for the car. And there's nothing like this in the world than in Italy. The Cavallino Classic Modena Tour just stopped here at the birthplace of everything related to Ferrari, the Museo Enzo Ferrari. Look at this parking. It's quite an amazing Ferrari parking, that's what I would say. Driving in a vintage Ferrari through the streets of Modena really does something to you, because you know that this is the birthplace of the Cavallino Rampante that we love so much, and that we have so many great memories with. And all these cars are part of our growing up, and so yeah, I would say this is something truly special. The glorious winner of this year's Cavallino Classic Modena Concours of Elegance. Far on the right we have the best certified car by Ferrari Classica, this wonderful F40. In the competition class, the P4, this legendary racing car won. And in the touring class, it is the 375 mm by Ghia. I think great choices, the jury did a fantastic job on that. And with this, I think that's fantastic. So, not much more to add.